Welcome, everybody, to the Journeymen Lounge podcast.
You better be praying to God because, you're 14 and losses in a row. You're going to need Jesus.
Am I wrong?
I thought you were pretty wrong, yeah.
Welcome back, Journeymen Lounge podcast listeners. Your host here, Bobby, with Ryan and Woj. We're now in part 2 or part B of our episode, and we're going to be reviewing Woj's pick. If you want to bring us in there and kind of wrap it up for us, give us a little preview.
I'm gonna actually unwrap it.
Bobby. Oh, you're gonna unwrap it. Okay, excellent.
Present.
Open that
present.
present.
Gift of a goddamn choice from me. I chose Shaun of the Dead, 2004 comedy, British comedy, directed by Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright kind of just is coupled with Simon Pegg. He's done just a bunch of stuff, a couple things outside of Simon Pegg, but like a lot of them, like The World's End. He's also done Hot Fuzz, which I think we will do at some point. A lot of mini kind of things. Spaced was a kind of British TV show that Simon Pegg, I think, kind of made his bones on a little bit among a lot of other British TV comedies.
So are you talking about Simon Pegg's works or Edgar Wright's works?
I'm saying Edgar Wright has a hand in all of those, but the Spaced TV series 1999 to 2001 includes a lot of the people that are in this. They're in the same universe, kind of like same characters, same players used a lot by Edgar Wright. And then Edgar Wright, got some bigger money deals and directing films without Simon Pegg, like Baby Driver was one of those. I think that's a pretty solid Universal movie. Like everybody pretty much loves that.
Love it.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Not a fan.
Grindhouse. So, he's kind of had his hand in some of the...
And he was supposed to direct Ant-Man, but he dropped out over creative differences. But he originally was on the beginning of that movie.
Okay, it looks like he's credited, actually. So maybe
I think he's a writing credit, maybe, so they used some of his stuff, but eventually it went to the other guy.
Okay. So you got Edgar Wright as a director. I just kind of want to put that in the forefront because... Like I said, it is Simon Pegg writes with him, and also Nick Frost, I think, in the later movies, like Paul also was a Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, I think, directed by Edgar Wright. Possibly. It might have had a different director. We don't fact check. But I will do Hot Fuzz at some point. That's one of my all-time favorite comedies, absolutely. This is definitely up there as well. The main cast, though, Simon Pegg is, again, I think he's easily got that perfect British comedy, kind of like aloof, but also like kind of a dick, kind of down pat.
He's got that, what is it called? A stereotype, if you will, like down pat for like a standard Britishman.
I love Simon Pegg.
Yeah, and then in this movie,
Nick Frost, though.
Nick Frost is like the oaf, kind of, big old lovable, but kind of just like, doing his own thing type of shit.
Jackass friend,
sure. Then there's a smattering of other players that, again, I think are pretty common in this British comedy space. I will mention some of those, as we kind of go through the cast and all that stuff. But the synopsis of this is very simple. There is some sort of outbreak of a disease that is essentially turning the dead into the undead. It is a zombie apocalypse movie, but they obviously put a British comedy twist on it. Like I said, 2004, so kind of right in that golden age of like comedies in general, and I think this has definitely become like a cult classic type of shit as you kind of get deeper and deeper away from, or further and further away from 2004. But yeah, they go through and basically Shaun is like a loner type of guy, and this loner is getting dumped by his girlfriend on the day before a day of a zombie apocalypse, and then basically they're trying to survive, and they are regulars at a bar called the Winchester. That's where they are trying to set up home base. We need to get to the Winchester, and that's going to be the safest space for us is there. Did I miss anything in the synopsis?
Yeah, I would just add to like Simon Pegg's character Shaun, that he's kind of like he's like a smart guy, but he hasn't done enough with his
A
life.
non-starter.
He's like
essentially.
working like a kind of a dead end job that he's been at for a while. All of the guys he works with are like kids, teenagers, and he's like kind of almost the same level as them, but he's like 10 years, 12 years older than them. He's got this girlfriend somehow, even though, like you said, he doesn't really have a lot going for him necessarily.
Yeah,
in
Liz
that.
or Lizzie. Or...
And then he has his best friend, was Nick Frost.
Nick Frost is Ed.
Ed kind of brings him down as well. Like he always has his back, but like he's not exactly the most likable guy. Where he's even more of like
he's a couch
loser
potato,
to be
without a job,
like,
selling weed.
Right. So like, and he kind of drags his friend down by proxy, and that's kind of part of it. Like he doesn't want to let him go because he's a loyal friend.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's kind of holding him back with his life. And then this zombie apocalypse kind of brings out the best in Shaun, I think, ultimately. Like, he becomes a leader, and, he kind of steps up to the plate. And clearly, by the end of it, impresses his girlfriend again. Yeah. And
I can also say they survived the zombie apocalypse, him and his girlfriend.
So, but, I mean, I know it's not necessarily about that, but I just thought that was kind of an important part to the
good exposition.
Yeah,
for sure. So let's just get right into scenes. And before we kind of get into scenes, I will just kind of throw out Edgar Wright films, especially in the comedy. Like serious no comedy type of thing, which Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead are very much in that same category. He uses a couple of same camera shots. I just kind of outlined a couple here of a good amount of quick cuts from one thing to the next. The shot for shot scenes that occur, where in this movie specifically, there's about a 2-minute scene of Shaun going to the grocery or the mart nearby.
Yeah, bodega.
And then basically coming back into his apartment. It's shot for shot in that like it's before the apocalypse, after the apocalypse. It very much sets up the scene of how aloof, or just in general, how aloof the character is. A lot of, in this, I will just kind of put a disclaimer on it of there's a lot of these repeating jokes.
Yes.
Where you hear it in the beginning of the first 10 to 15 minutes, then it comes back at some point. It's a recap or recall, at some point. I think they're absolutely funny in the way that they're done because it's not just a thing, but it applies to kind of the story. That's why I think they're a little bit funner. Or more fun. There you go. And the last thing is there's one thing that I do enjoy. It's like when he's flipping through the TV at one point, he is
all the words sequenced together.
Yes, they sequence together from different programs, and I think it works in just very well with like the attention span is just like boom, 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 and then you just keep hearing this. Score builds a little bit at that point too, so I think it works well again with the story.
I just want to say,
go ahead.
You didn't ask us, but I have never seen this movie. I had no experience with this movie.
Oh, okay.
So
it's the first time.
It's relevant to mention.
Oh, well, why don't you go with the? I mean, to me, if I'm being honest, the experience of early 2000s comedies were kind of in the same thing for me. My brothers, watched this, or we ended up going and getting it somehow, renting it, something of that nature. And that's how we saw it. But yeah, this has been a fan favorite from mine since.
Can I pause on just the direction, that I saw in this movie? It almost was a fevered dream in terms of how he directed it. And obviously with the outbreak, this virus, you saw a lot of fast cuts.
Yeah.
You saw a lot of, quick transitions, and you see that in different types of director styling. And it was really noticeable in this film. That's the only thing that really stood out for me. I was like, a lot of change scenes, a lot of, just quick transitions. I was just like, okay, like they built in that suspense by doing that. But obviously there's great comedy. I think there's a lot of good standout performances too. So go ahead. Sure. Sorry, this is the first time you've seen it.
Yeah, I was just saying I never had seen it.
Have you heard of it?
I'd heard of it, yeah, and I'd heard of like obviously Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright and stuff. The first movie I saw with them, or the only one actually, well, like the two of them together, was Paul, the alien one.
It's a bad one.
I'm not a fan of that.
I liked it, so that means I didn't think it was bad or whatever, but I enjoyed it.
Hot Fuzz was great though.
And I got to know Simon Pegg more through Star Trek / the Mission Impossible movies, where he's Benji.
Sure.
And that's where I liked him from. And then but I was excited when you had chose this. I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna watch this finally. I haven't watched it, and
yeah, I mean, again, if you really want to start in like the early filmography, he did stuff in like the late '90s, but 1999 to 2001 Space was kind of like his main introduction into getting films. And I mean, I would just throw that like I know that you first saw Paul, but like this one is kind of the one that I feel like you would probably think like, oh yeah, this is a good one to start on. It kind of gives you the full picture of what Simon Pegg is about.
I would say I think that me liking Paul more than you guys is probably because I didn't have anything to reference.
I thought Paul was fine.
You know, like so, like I didn't. Like I never seen this. I'm like, oh, I don't have anything to compare it to. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go see this. And it was like in like
so it's a fresh start,
2011 or something. I haven't seen it since, by the way, so maybe I won't like it as much. But I'm like, oh, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. I think I liked Seth Rogen as the alien voice or whatever. I thought he was kind of funny.
Definitely. All right, so back to Shaun of the Dead, though. Let's just go with favorite scenes. Somebody want to start it up?
I like the scene, and maybe this is just because I'm a gun owner, and you guys might not have caught this. Winchester's the pub. Guess what gun was sitting behind the bar?
They have
a Winchester repeating rifle. So it won the West, but him when he gets it and loads it up finally, he couldn't hit shit. It was so fun. 12 o'clock, miss. You know, there's like a sound of freaking zombies. It's like, how do you miss all of these different shots? It blows. So it was just fun. Miss. Oh, dang, you know. And then
I'm going to go.
Yeah, that was just funny.
I'm going to go with the beginning of the film. It was more of the, like, kind of the cheeky jokes where you're going to see why Ed, which they're living with their college roommate, Pete, Shaun and Ed are living with Pete. Ed fucking puts "I am a prick" on Pete's back as he's like getting ready for work, and it's just kind of like Ed is a little bit of a shithead there.
Yeah, and he tells him to like write down any messages he gets, phone messages or whatever, and then like when he comes back, he's like, "Well, who left you messages?" Like, "Oh, your mom called." Then your girlfriend called about eating out tonight, and then your mom called back about having me eat her out tonight.
Yeah,
I thought that was really funny.
Ed kind of does this little gag throughout the movie where he's like, he gets real serious, and he's just like, "Shaun, I'm sorry." And it takes a second.
Silent fart.
And then, Shaun ends up getting hit with a little bit in the nostrils there. It's a fucking great one. I always love the line, though, after that. He's like, "I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing."
Yeah. I like the scene where, actually after Shaun gets dumped, he's at the bar with Edgar, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
what?
Ed, sorry.
Yeah, Edgar Wright is the director.
Okay, Ed. He's with Ed. Well, Ed could be short for Edgar. I don't know.
Sure, it could.
It's not, but go ahead.
Okay, Ed or whatever. I'm just calling him Nick Frost. When Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are at the bar together, and he's like venting, and then he does the impression of the monkey. And then also, If You Leave Me Now comes on the jukebox by...
Yeah, we'll get... by Chicago, yeah. We'll definitely get the soundtrack. It's got a great one here. I'm in love with these quick kind of jokes and stuff like that. I will mention just at the time, this guy Rafi Spall, who's in a bunch of these Edgar Wright directed flicks, actually kind of made a name for himself in a bunch of The Big Short, like a couple of these other big movies and stuff like that. Yeah. Shaun is at this appliance store, and he's like the manager for the day because everybody's starting to get sick from the zombie apocalypse. And he's like, "Oh, I can totally keep my separate life and social life." And I love this fucking like just quick calls. Sequence. He's like, he takes a call. He's like, "It's for Liz. It's for you, Shaun. It's Liz." He's like, "I do not find it difficult to keep my work and my social life separate. Shaun, it's Liz for you." And then Rafi Spall just like looks at him. He's like, okay, sure. It's just like that quick scene of just like saying something like the back and forth between that scene is just simply like Liz going like, "Did you make the reservation?" He's like, Yep.
Yeah, he wasn't listening to.
Oh yeah, that was Liz from accounting. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. It's just a nice little direction.
The fact that he answered his phone during the meeting too, he's like, "Oh, mate, yeah."
What else we got, Ryan?
I like, again, it's kind of right after that bar scene I was mentioning when they're drunk and they're on the way home
scratching a record
and they're singing White Lines.
Oh yeah.
And then the zombie, they don't know he's a zombie yet, but he is, and he's completing the beat or the song. They're like White Lines, and they look at him. And he's on beat, and like the whole thing. I'm going into the next morning where he doesn't realize that the apocalypse is going on, and like you said, it's shot in the same camera, so it's like he's going by and nobody notices that, or he doesn't notice that.
he's
like,
oblivious.
He's hungover. Yeah.
there's blood and things are messed up. He literally goes into the cooler. There's blood on the cooler, and he just grabs 2 Cokes and, how are you, mate? Here's some change.
Hey,
for you."
Nelson, I'm about 15p short.
Yeah. And he gave the homeless guy money. They were like, "I'm gonna be change for you. I don't even enough for the shop or whatever." He says.
That's all right. It just kind of piggybacking on that. The scratching records at 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. I do want to just make, because we're kind of throwing in the soundtracks here and there. Which one is the? Oh, it's Hip Hop Bebop by Man Parrish, which is like and Pete then comes down and like kind of confronts me. He's like, "It's 4 in the fucking morning."
Oh, it's fucking Saturday, whatever. It's Monday.
No, it's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
And I have to go to fucking work in the morning. We'll get to quotes in those.
I like the Jaguar driving scene. You have Ed driving like a fucking lunatic.
Well, Ed is a like I want to drive Pete's car because they basically steal it. Pete turns into a zombie. He got bit by a guy, a mugger as he says, but it's actually a zombie. Right. And they take Pete's car, and then when you're getting Shaun and Ed to pick up Shaun's mom and his stepdad, Ed just goes and crashes the fucking whatever red Corolla or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, it looks like we got to take the Jag," and then it's great. It's great little like.
Weren't you in park?
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
What that morning or whatever, they see the girl in their backyard.
Yeah,
I think she's drunk, but they realize they don't even realize she's a zombie, and she attacks him. They still don't think she's a zombie. They're like taking pictures of her, which is fucking hilarious.
Uh-huh.
And then they don't realize it until they push her back, and she lands
Falls
on the metal pole, and gets impaled.
Laundry pole, yeah.
And it was like she gets back up. It's like, oh shit, that's cool. I like that scene.
And they're throwing records at her. I gotta do the
oh my god, I had that as well too.
You got the whole thing? Or
no, I just want to say that the gag of them throwing the records at the zombies, but the more funny part of deciding which ones to throw or not to throw, it was pretty fucking funny.
He's like, "Purple Rain, Sign of the Times, the Batman soundtrack, throw it. Dire Straits, throw it. Oh, Stone Roses, no. Zen Coming, I like it. Sade.
Yeah. That was Liz's. Oh, come on.
She did dump you.
Yeah.
Then we go into the plan. Okay, so I like this cut scene, not cut scene, but like it is a quick cut of Shaun detailing the plan. It was like, what do we do? He hears from the conversation with his mom, that Philip has been bitten, so he thinks like Philip is going to be turning into a zombie.
Philip's his stepfather,
who he doesn't like.
Yes, and
so he's like, "All right, first thing, we're gonna go over to Mom, kill Philip. Then we go pick up Liz, go back, have a spot of tea, and put the kettle on, and then
at Liz's house."
Yeah. Then he's like, "Well, we should really go to the Winchester," and then he's like, "Okay." Quick, and then everything keeps getting quicker, and I just like the line. He was like, "All right, stop it, Moms. Bob Phillip on the head." And then,
well, the first time he's like, "Well, I want to have somewhere I can smoke." And he's like, "Okay, we can't smoke at Liz's. We'll go back here." And then he's like, "Wait, we're unsecure here. The Winchester." And every time, that's great.
Just shorten. They show him like driving in the car. Everything's hunky-dory.
It's all like a 2-second scene.
Bonk him on the head. Yeah. Get Liz.
Sorry, Philip. Yeah, and then just keep going.
Sorry, Philip.
Yeah. Going through the zombie crowds as like
zombies,
because like basically these are what I would equate to Walking Dead zombies. They're very slow moving. They're not too adept at like who's a zombie, who's not. Unless you make noise, and then when you start to make noise, they kind of pick up on it.
Yeah. I want to talk about that more later.
We'll talk about picking this for sure. The crossing paths with Yvonne.
Yes, I had that too. They're doppelgangers.
It is doppelgangers. Thank you. Good word. It's doppelgangers of the exact same. You have a leader. You have a spouse. You have or girlfriend, whatever. Then you have
the one with the hat.
A female friend, a male friend, a mom, and then a kind of oafable like oaf type.
Larger set friend.
And the female friend, they both have the knit hats,
Yep.
the same hat, and then Nick Frost and the other guy have the same tan shirt and jeans or whatever.
Yeah, very close, and we'll get into the cast in just a second here of who those people are, because there's a couple
famous ones.
Yeah,
one at least for sure.
For sure, big names there.
To the taking shelter at the Winchester, I had next.
Yes, let's get into that.
So they have to, as Woj said, they had to pretend to be zombies to get to the Winchester, and then they actually get in there. The guy threw a thing. Who's that guy? Who's an asshole? I hate that guy.
It was Michael, wasn't it?
What's the
David?
David. That guy,
David. Yes,
that guy was a real prick.
Dylan Moran.
Dylan Moran. Yeah, Dylan Moran is actually great in a lot of different shit
It's
that
a
he's
real wet
But
blanket.
he plays a real asshole very well.
So he throws a. Again, I'm picking this. He throws the garbage can through the window so they can get in, and then Simon Pegg, Shaun, distracts them by taking the zombies away, and then he makes his way back. And he was like trying to like muscle it in too while he's gone. Like, well, someone's got to be in charge, and
yeah, he was trying to change the power dynamic. Sure.
Yeah, but well, you can continue. Like, what specifically out of the Winchester scene?
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite scenes in this movie. Absolutely, Don't Stop Me Now.
Yes.
Played by Queen, and they're beating the shop owner in rhythm because he's turned into a zombie. It plays exceptionally well with David trying to turn on the lights of the fuse box, which end up flashing those lights, and they are just like in rhythm. And then it's like they're beating the shop owner with pool cues, and then it just works very well of like the chaos of what's happening, and then that kind of leads into like now the zombies have overrun it. They're in the shop, everybody's dying, basically killing off every character except for Shaun and Liz and Ed, and then you even find out, which again, spoiler, 21 years later, Ed ends up getting bit by a zombie. He is omitted from the last like scene, like they're in the bottom cellar of the Winchester. They end up getting to the street level, like some government agency saves them, and you think Ed is dead.
Yeah, and they lit the bar on fire, by the way.
Lit the bar on fire, yeah.
Wanted to mention that.
And then you see in like a final kind of cut scene of Ed is a full-on zombie, but they keep him in the shed as kind of like
best friend.
Yeah, he's just sitting there,
kind of thing. There was a kind of funny part too at the Winchester. They kind of had a callback to the beginning of the movie. They're playing like Call of Duty or something.
Yeah.
And then
Halo.
Okay, I don't know.
Halo,
And it's like, up on your left, top left.
Yeah.
And they're like calling out like 11 o'clock, 11:45.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
be
sorry.
more
I'm sorry. In
specific.
the Winchester. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. No, they're not playing Halo.
No,
in the Winchester.
in the apartment.
In the apartment, they're playing Halo.
Yeah, and then later I'm saying I'm comparing
In the
'cause
Winchester when
they're
he's trying to
using the
shoot
gun, he's
zombies.
like, okay, top left, top, and he's like calling out the same
He's
calls.
Yeah.
Like he would, and then but a couple before they were like 11:30, 11:45.
quarter to 12.
You
Keep
can't-
it simple.
You can't call. That made me laugh.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Shaun is calling out just like top left. Oh, 3 o'clock. Yeah.
And as Bobby said earlier, he's a terrible shot for the most part. He got better.
He got a few headshots in
practiced
there,
on.
sure.
I mean, they're kind of fucked either way. They had a single bullet rifle, like
30 rounds and
that you have to
1,000
constantly
zombies.
reload.
Well, it's just the
Yeah.
action. You have a lever action repeating rifle, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, it would be 9+1 or maybe 10.
I mean, he calls it shells, but I believe those are individual rounds, right?
Yeah,
Is
they're
what it's called.
bullets.
And, but at the way
Yeah, they had like a 30 pack of it, and there's like 1 million.
it was,
zombies.
Yeah,
they
it was-
were one gun. All the points of entry, all those zombies, they were fucked either way.
Your classic
got
Call of
picky
Duty
nits on that,
zombies, you're
too.
getting overrun there. You're getting overrun.
Yeah,
for
I have
sure.
picky nits about the choice of
We'll
location.
get there.
but yeah.
Absolutely.
The last thing I want to mention with scenes is that he ends up having to kill his fucking mom by blasting her in the face because she starts to turn into a zombie, like right in the face.
Yes.
And then he also, at that stage then as well, he also gets Pete in the eye, right through the eyeball, which is like very much like this is kind of like where it's like comedy horror, where it kind of gets a little gory at times, which I'm like, you need that in some.
David trying to shoot him though, that was a big turn of events for me when he punched David.
Well, then David gets fucking ripped apart.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna just go out." Like, okay, like I said, a lot of picky nits, but I got to keep in my mindset this framework of it's a it's a comedy.
It's comedy, yeah.
Right. So
So you can't pick it
over-assess.
apart too much.
I
We're gonna get
we'll get there.
we're gonna get to pick.
So are we doing cast now?
No, you did or quotes.
Oh, quotes?
I'm gonna
Woj, you're leading the shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mention a couple of random casts because it's
There's
actually
a few good cast members.
but it's actually a pretty small cast, right? So
Whatever order you like to go in.
I'm just gonna mention a couple of notes about cast. Let me do recasting and that guy award. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, main titular characters. Solid. Dylan Moran, I think, is just a great asshole. Peter Serafinowicz is Pete, who is in a bunch of different other things. We'll mention that guy. Rafi Spall, again, I mentioned. Bill Nighy, Martin Freeman, Matt Lucas. Chris Martin plays a random zombie. He's credited. I don't know. And then Jeremy Thompson is a actual broadcaster in the London or UK area, and he's very famous.
For all of our UK fans.
But let's go with what would follow logically, that guy, or should we do who was like kind of won the movie of the not the main?
Your call. Do either way, man.
I'm good with.
Okay, I would say who would you think was a great, because there really wasn't a whole lot of people besides the main 6 people.
Outside the main 2 or outside?
Outside the main 2, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Who was my favorite besides them?
Yeah, who would be your favorite of not those 2? Everybody else kind of is fair game. If you need a second, Bobby can answer.
I think that Kate Ashfield as Liz did.
I think she did well, yeah.
I think she did well. I'm not
casting.
saying that she stole the show, but I'm glad it was someone like her in that role, because I think they definitely could have fucked it up if they chose someone just in a different capacity. I thought she did her role as Lizzie. Incredibly.
I think it's just her role in general was very well written in terms of like she is annoyed at this guy for being a fucking bum. And so she's definitely like nagging at him, but for good reason. So it makes sense within the story where I'm like, and she's also kind of being like nice about it. She could have been like, go fuck yourself. You're a loser and blah, 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 which some movies definitely take that turn.
No, it was in good taste.
My guy would be Bill Nighy for sure.
Yes, as Phil. Philip, yeah.
Yeah, Philip is just like, he is so good in that like quick scene. I like Bill Nighy because he's in a bunch of different
What else
shit.
has he been in? That name sounds really familiar.
Underworld for sure, but then also a lot of the other Edgar Wright, Hot Fuzz. He's definitely
he's
in.
Victor in Underworld.
He was in that fucking what was that rom-com, The Holiday or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I can also pull up.
You're right. No, but I remember him
that
in.
Name sounds super familiar.
Underworld was great.
He might be in.
He was good.
Love Actually. I'm sorry. Love Actually, not The Holiday.
I'd like to mention,
dude. I'm sorry, man. It's Davy fucking Jones.
Davy Jones.
Davy Jones
Pirates?
Locker, baby. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, of course.
That's what he's in. Pride and Prejudice as well.
Okay.
Oh, that's a new one. Ugh.
I'm not a Pirates of the Caribbean guy, but I have seen
Pirates of the Caribbean. That's what you would probably know him
I've seen
from.
the first one and like
a
the
lot,
fifth one or something.
a lot from that.
You're right, though. What a great actor.
I just want to say, while we're talking about that guy, the great scene that we mentioned in scenes, but the heart-to-heart he has with Simon Pegg in the back seat. He tells him, like, take care of your mom, and I always loved you. You needed a father figure, and I hoped I could be that. And before he turned, I thought that was really nice.
Well, this is the beauty of Bill Nighy. He is actually a phenomenal actor. So when you have great actors in it, it definitely brings up the quality of those heartfelt scenes.
Didn't expect that scene to be in this movie.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great add-in for sure.
So my choice, since you said Bill Nighy, I would be between Pete, the roommate.
Dylan Moran.
No, Pete.
Peter Serafinowicz.
Yes,
Sorry.
Their roommate and the mom.
Mom. Yeah.
She was very good as the mom. I was very believable. I think that the Pete guy was funnier, but the mom was very believable as the mom. So I don't.
Yeah, we got to put some respect.
Sorry, I don't know her
Well,
name.
yeah, let's get her name on this.
This is the first time I saw this movie. I don't know her name.
Maggie, or no, what's
Mary, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mary is Nicola Cunningham, who's known for Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, she was very believable as a mom who cares about her son and.
No. Nicola Cunningham was the girl in the backyard. No, hold on. Her name wasn't Mary. I thought her name was.
I don't think what Barbara.
Yes.
Who's Barbara?
Let's get this right.
Yeah, very, very. I am
Penelope
sorry.
Wilton.
I'm sorry, Barbara.
Penelope Wilton. Don't know what she's in Downtown Abbey in Doctor Who.
It's actually pronounced Downton.
Sorry.
Downton Abbey. Well, I can't even see her on the cast list. Is she there?
I'm on Wikipedia. So
honestly, dude,
They might have skipped by her on this one. That's a shame.
See all maybe.
Well, anyway,
what was her character name?
Wasn't it Julia
Barbara.
Barbara.
Penelope Wilton.
Oh, Penelope Wilton.
If I'm being honest, IMDb, you fucking up, man.
Yeah, all right, you're right. Okay.
Anyway, she was very good. He was very good. I liked them both. And again, I hated Dylan Moran as David. He was a douche.
Yeah,
but he did a good job of playing a douche.
Yeah,
good job of playing a douche.
Good job of being.
So he did his job. He's a good heel.
You did your fucking job, mate.
He was a real cunt.
Yeah.
For some reason, when you say cunt in an English accent, it just feels wrong.
It's all good.
You know?
Yeah, Rafi Spall, though, what I would say is a guy who is like, he's in a bunch of these Hot Fuzz and all that stuff, and he does a really good job with that stuff. In terms of that, guys, Matt Lucas, I would say,
I was thinking of exactly.
Matt Lucas has been a lot of comedy stuff beyond this.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
But Martin Freeman, I would say, is like he's the most notable guy who's now
I feel like he's almost too notable to be that
Thank
guy.
you. I was going to say, I think he's starting to
I'm
teeter.
saying, like, I feel like he's just been in so much shit now that's like, but it's been more recently.
Because he's in, like, the Hobbit franchise, and he was in Black Panther.
When did The Hobbit come out? 2018? 7? No, not 2010.
2012, I'm guessing.
Maybe 12, okay. Yeah, maybe he is up there. Peter Serafinowicz was in Couples Retreat.
He's the guy I know him from, he's in that, and Guardians of the Galaxy. And he was also in Parks and Rec. He was the English guy that Andy works with in the London arc, which is they met in Guardians of the Galaxy, so that's why.
Nice.
So, yeah, I think they were shooting actually in London at the time for the movie, so they just
totally get that.
Want to be in the show or whatever. Like, yeah.
Gotcha. And like I said, Chris Martin plays a random zombie that's like Chris Martin of Coldplay.
Yes.
That's crazy. I don't know.
And, of course, Martin Freeman was also Jim in The Office from the British version.
Yes. British version.
Or, sorry, Tim.
Their
version of Jim.
Marvel Universe. He plays the one guy. He's in Hot Fuzz. He's in The World Ends.
Yes.
Actually, I take it back. He is in Hot Fuzz. He is also in The World Ends. He's in the Edgar Wright universe character. Hobbit. Yeah.
Sherlock with, what's his name? Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
He's big time.
I like him in Between Two Ferns. He's like, hey, did you realize if you didn't have an accent, you'd be
people wouldn't think you're a good actor. That's awesome. All right, I think we move on to quotes.
Sure, mate.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna put some English accent on it. Actually, as you were just saying it, like again, the word "cunt" in England is not like as visceral, I would say, in America, but
it's endearing.
It's not really that. It's just like a more of a lessen the blow. Ed is like, hey, can I get any of you cunts a drink? It's like a friendly thing in the UK. So like in the context of the movie, I'm kind of like, it's not as bad. It's not a great word, honestly, in terms of that, but it at least in the UK context is not as bad, I guess, whatever you take that as. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to keep ripping them until somebody stops me.
Go ahead, rip away.
Pete and Shaun are just like, Pete's complaining about Ed being like he's a lazy fuck. He's like, I like having him around. He's a laugh. Oh, what? Because he can impersonate an orangutan. Fuck a doodle do.
Yeah, fuck a doodle. That's good.
I just like the whole line, looks like we're taking the Jag. That was great when he wraps the car around a pole.
Something I use to this day is 2 seconds. Anybody tells me it's not 2 seconds.
And he's not having a phone call, and he's like, yeah, mate.
He's like, yeah, mate, really can't talk right now.
Or I love the one peanuts. He's like, what is this game plan? How we're gonna share a bag of peanuts and get drunk? All right, so let's drink, and you guys want? Immediately he walks in.
It's not my boyfriend. Hey, babe. Here's your
babe. Hey, babe. Yeah. Thanks, babe.
So what happened to your hand, man? I got mugged on the way home. By who? I don't know, some crackheads or something. When they bit me. Why'd they bite you? I don't know. I didn't stop to ask them. I have a splitting headache and your stupid hip-hop isn't helping. And the front door is open again. It's not hip-hop. It's electro.
It's electro.
Prick. Next time I see him, he's dead.
I was all like, there's like, I have to wake up at 4 in the fucking morning. It was like at 6 in the fucking morning. It's like, can you understand why I'm so fucking mad? And then Ed jumps in. He's like, fuck yeah. I like, oh shit, it went down a little bit. Okay. There is this is Shaun at his appliance shop where he's like running like the manager Monday morning meeting.
The most
like,
senior.
He's like, there is no I in team, but there is an I in pie, as Jerry once said. It's like, okay, what the fuck, man?
The one chick was funny when she's telling him how to act like a zombie. She's like, look at the face. It's vacant.
Perfect.
With a hint of sadness, like a drunk who's lost a bet.
And one of the guys, or the mom, she's like, oh, I'm sorry, love. I was somewhere far off. Perfect.
She goes miles away.
Miles away.
Miles away.
Perfect. And going through and critiquing
he's like,
him.
I want to hear you do a zombie.
Yeah.
Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I know. Ed's like, all right.
I got when they're talking to like Shaun's talking to Ed, and Shaun's like in this mode of like, hey, I need to go. Things like, I got things I want to do in life, and someone's just like, when?
Yeah, the 17-year-old he's working with, he's like,
you got red on you is a great one. It's like he spills a pen, the pen
red
explodes.
on you.
Yeah. Oh man, this one's great. He's like, Shaun and Liz are talking in their apartment, and they're talking in front of David and Diane, who are like the friends and the roommates or whatever. And Shaun's like trying to piece the relationship. He's like, she just got kind of like broke up, fed up with him. He's like, let's go out together with my Liz is like, with my friends, a failed actress and a twat. He's like, that's a bit harsh. Those are your words. I did not call Diane a failed actress, but it means it did call David a cunt. I love that. I mean, one of my favorite disses against David. Shaun just like, get fucked, Four Eyes.
Don't forget to kill Philip.
Who the hell put this on? They're talking about the Chicago song. Did we? We didn't do. Okay, we'll do it after this.
Yeah.
We'll do it live.
Do it live.
You know what we should do tomorrow? Keep drinking. Okay. I mean, this one's great. They're at the bar. They're kind of going through. Ed's trying to cheer Shaun up because he just got broken up with, and he's like giving backstories to everybody in the bar. Like the bartender's like former mafia. Here is his backstory. And then she goes to the like this random old like lady in the corner. He's like coccicidal maniac. She did porn in the 70s. It's like, okay,
coccicidal maniac.
I like the running joke. Big Al also says dogs can't look up. They can. I mean, Peter just going, sort your fucking life out, mate. What else we got? Pete, oi, prick.
Oi, prick. Yeah. I use that today still.
Yeah, it's a good one. Ryan, what you got? Anything? I'll just keep ripping them if you don't.
Dude, no, you're on a roll, man. Just keep
I mean, Ed loves Shaun's mom.
Barbara.
And he's just like, we're coming to get you, Barbara.
I love his mom. She's like butter.
Yeah, like butter. I need to know. This is when Shaun's like, I got to go see Liz. He's like, I need to know she's okay. Why? Because I love her. Okay, gay. Yeah, boy. It's great. Motherfucker in an English accent. Ed just like, again, in love with Barbara. He's like, hi, Barbara. My, how you've grown. You better believe it.
They're playing the video game. It's kind of funny. It's like, player 2 has entered the game. Don't
player
you have work?
Is left.
Player 2 has left the game.
Yeah, within a few seconds.
Shaun is explaining to Liz and her friends like how you kill the zombies. Is like, if you get cornered, bash them in the head. That seems to work. Ouch.
The whole sequence of them throwing all the stuff at Mary, and it's like nothing was happening. It was just bouncing off of her and the other guy.
Plastic baskets and shit. It's crazy.
They're like, yeah.
That had me going a little bit.
They're drifting in the Jag. He's like, everybody all right back there? He's like, yeah, I'm having a whale of a time.
They're all packed in. There's like 7 people in a car that holds maybe 5.
Absolute classic British kind of vernacular. No, that's rubbish.
Rubbish.
Bollocks.
Oh, you having a laugh?
Yeah,
I like that one.
Bollocks.
Yeah. Ed picks up a phone in the middle of like the zombies are all
That's
closing in.
fucking
He's
hilarious.
like, 2 seconds. He's like, yeah, mate. Can't really talk right now.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot. That pissed me off. It's like, dude, it's a fucking zombie apocalypse. What the fuck are you doing?
When you were talking about David throwing that waste basket or like garbage can through the window. He was like, "There's a huge hole there." He's like, "You did that, twat."
It's like, I'm going to go get the fucking shed. I thought you said it was locked.
It's always locked.
Yeah, when the "Don't Stop Me Now" comes on, Liz goes to Dave. He's like, "David, kill the queen." He's like, "What? The jukebox."
Yeah.
I mean, this is one I used. I fucking knew it. Such a great goddamn one.
Yep.
The last one I got is again, everybody hates David. They're made to hate David. He's like, "David, don't go out there. It's suicide." And then Ed's just like, "I think you should go."
Yeah, I think you should go. Yeah. That's good.
That's good. I'm sorry. I had to rip those
you're
off.
good, man.
You're crushing, man.
I'm gonna say just in my defense, this is the first time I saw it.
It's a little tough to
It's like they don't always all stick out as much, but like the scenes do.
Yeah.
But the quotes specifically.
It also helps to have a good British accent.
Especially with the British accent, sometimes it's hard to always.
But I'm saying you got a good one at least that you can fall back.
For sure.
Do your Jason Statham real quick.
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need your shirt.
I'm gonna need your shirt and your van. Oh, can I have your virginity too? If he's on the menu.
It's on the menu.
That's more of my Seth Green impersonating.
I know, but that was
Jason
perfect.
Statham.
I love that
But
interaction.
Jason Statham, he's standing low here. He's like,
Handsome Rob.
he's like,
Handsome
"Hey,
Rob.
I'm a beekeeper,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna fuck you up."
I'm the beekeeper.
Yeah.
I do like
I never
that. It's a
saw
good
that movie.
Good movie.
I never
Go check
saw
it
that, by the
out.
way. All right, let's we get on
Good. It's not great.
Yes.
quotes.
Yeah,
Never
we're good
saw.
with quotes.
Never saw.
You guys are
Moving along.
Soundtrack?
Let's go to soundtrack. Yeah, I'm gonna just roll it out. Ghost Town by Special is like this is the very first song basically you hear. There is like kind of a score of like an eerie kind of like sounds like a UFO almost kind of like alien type like woo, 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 is like the high pitched kind of shit as well. Great camera work there, dickheads.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The Blue Wrath by I Monster is kind of like that first, like, it's really like, I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like a zombie type of theme that you just
it has
kinda,
a weird like type of sequence.
you just kind of feel it of like, oh, things are like kind of interesting. I'll kind of regale you with that after. I don't want to get.
We'll put it on the pod.
I don't want to
maybe
get
a little
copyrighted
snippet
by
on.
I Monster.
We can do like 3 seconds worth.
Kerncraft 400 by Zombie Nation. I mean, I just wrote down fucking right, boy. And this one we will get fucking copyrighted for because this is a song you've heard, and it's so fucking good. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about in 2 seconds. You guys know this song though.
We're doing this live.
Yeah, we're doing it live. I don't give a shit because listen to this fucking shit.
Sounds like Party Boy from
Ready for it?
Jackass.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like Party Boy.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
Yep.
Of course.
Yep. Brings us
Kerncraft,
back.
Kerncraft 400, baby. Get that going. We already mentioned Chicago. If You Leave Me Now, White Lines by Melly Mel, which is sung by Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Hop Hop Bebop by Man Parrish is such a great one. Panic by the Smiths is really as the zombie apocalypse starting to go out. They got that classic line about Panic in London. Fuck, I wish I could remember it right now, but it's one that you definitely will know when you hear it. Something about Panic in London or something like that. You know?
I know Werewolves in London, but
No, but it says something about London in that one.
It's not the one with like, London Calling.
No, not that. The one that I'm actually really pumped that they brought in, so obviously Shaun of the Dead is a parody of Dawn of the Dead.
yes,
Right?
Yeesh.
They included Zombie by Goblin, which is the original Dawn of the Dead kind of like theme by George Romero, which I don't know if you guys saw that. I went back a couple of years ago.
I've seen Dawn of the Dead, but I haven't seen it recently.
Well, there's Dawn of the Dead, and then there's also a remake.
There's a Zack Snyder one, and there's a George Romero one.
So the George
I've seen
Romero
the
one I
original.
went back and I watched. I will give you guys this tidbit real quick. The
Factoid.
George Romero one is not great, but I can understand the connection.
Night of the Living Dead?
Is that was
There's
original?
there's a bunch. There's Night of the Living Dead. There's Day of the Dead. There's Dawn
Day,
of the
I'm
Dead.
sorry, Day,
There's like 4
Night of the Living
Okay.
Dead was the more iconic.
I
think.
meant
And
the
Dawn of the Dead was a good one.
the Dawn of the Dead then the Dawn of the Dead in the early 2000s
Yeah,
or
Zack
whatever,
Snyder one.
and then there's the Shaun of the
Yeah,
Dead.
yeah, yeah.
You can see kind of just like at least the connection between
parody,
them
yeah.
and how it's like an outbreak and
Oh yeah, I think I read in my research that Night of the Living Dead inspired them for this movie. So
Okay, maybe Night
that's
of
the
the Living
first
Dead. Okay.
one in black and white or whatever.
and that's from like the 70s, right?
60s.
60s. Okay. Orpheus by Ash. I mean, again, these are songs that you may not like know, like, oh, that shit, but like you hear them, you're like, oh fuck. One of the other ones that, I mean, this is such a fucking. I'm gonna say words right now, and you guys
Go for it.
You guys are gonna say, what the fuck is that? Okay, ready for this? Name of the song is "Mr. Mental" by 80s Matchbox. Be Like Disaster. Jesus Christ. 80s Matchbox. Be Like Disaster. What the fuck is that? That's the name of the group?
Dude, I don't know. You're
crazy.
picking up on all of these. I had like 4 total.
Well, hold on. There's a song
you're
called
crushing
Clint
it.
Eastwood, which from
Sure.
Gorillaz?
I'm saying
which
the
clearly is a weird.
The
combo,
group
but-
name is just crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Though, man, for sure.
Yeah.
And then obviously Queen. This is why you
Dose
use
Queen.
This is why you use a big budget. Don't Stop Me Now and You're My Best Friend.
You're my best.
This is why you use a big budget on soundtrack, man. It makes the
I
movie
love Queen.
so much better.
I'm sure they didn't
So
have to
much
pay
better.
too much royalty for it.
I'm sure they paid something, but it's not
Not
crazy.
full, yeah.
I agree with you, Woj. Soundtrack's important.
It is.
It makes a movie more memorable.
Absolutely.
Or a scene, and it really.
Like, think about American Psycho. We all know that one song, "Hip to Be Square." Like,
Right.
does that immediately pop to your head? Yeah, it is, Paul.
And
You
Phil
know?
Collins.
Yeah, Phil.
Definitely.
Yeah.
In the air tonight. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, let's move on to the Switcheroo.
Cool beans.
Yep.
Okay.
A prequel sequel before that or Switcheroo? I'm sorry. Switcheroo.
Spin-off. Let's do spin-off prequel
Okay.
sequels first.
Sure.
Okay. Mine's simple. I want, like, obviously Ed is a big oaf in this movie, but I would definitely like to have Nick Frost as a gun-toting, like, certified badass, where he's just like, I know guns, I'm gonna fucking get this shit going. But like is like the main, maybe not the lead character, but like the most aggressive character. Like this is completely the other side of it, where he's like, I don't want to do shit. I just want to hang out and fucking take phone calls, play
So
the
you're
slots.
saying the apocalypse has turned him into a.
Like maybe he was already a gun-toting guy prior to that, and then now it's like apocalypse is on. He's like, let's fucking go.
I mean,
Like,
I really thought they were going to go that way with this character because he's playing the video game in the beginning, and
Sure,
it was
yeah,
going to
yeah.
allude to him
Yeah.
in the bar
possibly.
using the gun, and it did not happen
No,
that
it didn't-
way.
it did
But I
not
thought they were
equate.
setting it up for that. So that's a good idea. Mine was simply crossover movies. We got Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland. We bring those characters together. There's a zombie world. They're both comedies.
Was that the
Well, one's
Switch-
in the U.S.
Well,
one's-
whatever. They can meet in a neutral. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Maybe they make their way here. We make their way there. It don't matter.
Can I
Okay.
can I ask? Is that not a combo of the two categories?
No, it's a switcheroo. It's crossover.
Oh, you said
Oh,
switcheroo.
crossover.
It's a
okay.
cross.
Oh,
Switchover.
you did say switcheroo. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought we were on spin-off prequel sequels.
No, that's what I asked you, but you said
I said spin-off prequels.
All right, that's
you
fine.
said switcheroo.
No, I said spin-off prequel sequels after you asked.
I would like the
run the
pre-
tape back. Run the tape.
No,
back.
no,
It's
he-
weird because I edit this shit.
No,
Executive
he
producer
did. He
credit.
did defer back.
I
I
asked.
went
'cause
back
yes,
to
he
it.
did.
I asked you. Maybe I misheard it twice. Then I'm sorry.
Yeah, I definitely went back to it.
Okay. Spin-off prequel sequel. That was my.
Yeah,
That was my.
my spin-off prequel sequel would be Ed as a like
Okay.
maybe after this, like again, like we'll switch the universe around where he doesn't become a zombie, makes it out, and then like the second one is like him as a fucking like fuck you zombies.
I didn't have anything for that one really. That
Okay.
one was kind of hard, just because the way they end the movie,
Sure.
where the zombies are kind of just like part of life now, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could do something with that, some type of like I was kind of intrigued by the idea of having them on a game show. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I don't really know if you get a whole movie out of that, but something involving like maybe like what's the movie like The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you do with
Yeah.
zombies instead. There was like
Okay,
people trying to kill you, like zombies are trying to eat you. I don't know, something like
gotcha.
that.
Okay,
With either way, Simon Pegg's character, I guess, would have to be the one because Nick Frost's character is a zombie.
mm-hmm.
So that was mine. Yeah, if we're doing the prequel sequel. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump the gun.
No, like I said, if I was going prequel, I would just like to see Shaun when he was in what do they call college over there? In
uni.
uni or What else?
University.
University.
They call
yeah.
it preps or something.
No,
I thought-
university. Yeah. So that'd be fun to see Shaun Shaun in his college days with Ed, maybe his roommate. Like that'd be the only prequel I'd probably be worth watching. There isn't much of a sequel you could get off of this, I suppose. You could, but I think it'd be more of a stretch at best.
Okay.
That's yeah.
So yeah, if we're doing the next one then.
Yeah.
Crossover Switcheroo, which
Yeah.
Zombieland would be my
Sure.
choice.
Yeah.
With
that
those
works.
two, they're both zombie comedies in this similar vein. I love Zombieland, so I think that they would be funny together, especially having like Tallahassee, Woody Harrelson's character, interact with them.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Y'all talk funny, or what? I don't trust them Brits. Or I could just see some like, and then like how like Columbus, Jesse Eisenberg's character is very paranoid. Like that would be funny to play off of with. I think that would be a good team up movie.
Okay. I definitely get that. I would go. Any of the Simon Pegg comedies definitely work well within this universe. You can definitely interchange not characters, but like having the other characters in the same universe for sure. Because this is I mentioned it before, like a Walking Dead type of zombie apocalypse. I think it's very easy to have like a universe where like they are surviving. They hear about stories in London, and then like getting some shit. I don't know if it's going to be.
Are you saying Rick Grimes is in the same universe?
Rick
as Shaun of the
Grimes, like
Dead?
to be like in, not necessarily in the background, but like there could be a thing where they're like, hey, we meet up and we're doing this shit, and I don't know,
it would be played more for laughs than in the show, but
sure. I'm not saying again it's a main storyline. It would just be like a throwaway, like, oh shit, we're hearing stuff in London. We gotta fucking go over there and check it out. And London just like buffoonery, like these guys don't know what the fuck is going on.
So I had one switcheroo or possible just like cameo or crossover. Before the zombie apocalypse like breaks out, you guys all seen Green Street Elite?
Green Street Hooligans?
Yeah, Green Street Hooligans. Sorry,
Yeah.
Green Street Elite is the name of their firm.
Sure,
but that'd be
franchise
funny
or
if they're
whatever.
like walking through and like, oh, this is the Winchester for this, shit firm, or something like that, where it is a soccer club, like hang out.
Yeah.
But it'd be kind of cool, like as a passing, as like maybe.
I get it. Yeah, that would work well within
and
it.
you see his characters walk in with Ed, like him and Ed walk in the bar. That'd be hilarious.
I would just last put. I didn't really flesh it out. It's tough to incorporate it, but I think it would kind of be cool. Train to Busan is a Korean film.
Yes.
I would think it would be kind of interesting to see like even just a passerby, like those type of zombies on like incorporating the train going through like London or something like that, like a trip to Sheffield or some shit.
You could
like
do that, like exactly. Yeah, that'd be good.
I really didn't flesh it out too well though. That's the
No, but it could be
main
like a
thing.
quick thing, like for example, like in Deadpool 2, Deadpool and Cable.
Sure.
They open up the room and there's all the X-Men in there, and it's
Yeah,
played
yeah.
for a joke, but their movies are obviously more serious. But
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this
Right.
movie, it's played for more comedy. So you could have like
Definitely.
the Train to Busan people on the train, and it'd be a more of a comedic, or like you said, The Walking Dead or whatever.
Yeah, definitely comedic relief in those.
Like it would be
not-
played more for laughs, and obviously the source material that they're in would be different. If
I
you're-
would love to see even a 007 like a Pierce Brosnan just like kind of walking by, like giving them
Maybe
a quick
he's
look.
like just handling shit. And
Yeah,
he's
like him in his suit, just kind of like cruising around, seeing what's up.
What about Austin Powers?
Ooh.
See, that'd be a fun mix too.
That work. All right, I'm good to move
Yeah,
on to
I'm
picking
good.
Nits.
Yep,
All
picking
right,
Nits.
let me cook.
You wanna go?
Yeah.
Go
Let him
ahead,
cook.
So I'm a big zombie guy. I love The Walking Dead, one of my favorite shows of all time. Love Zombieland, World War Z, whatever. I Am Legend, you name it. Different types of zombies.
You're on
There's
it.
fast-moving zombies, slow-moving zombies. I'm interested.
28 days later.
I love
stuff like
apocalypse
that, yeah.
shit. It interests me a lot.
Okay.
There are some general rules, most of the time general rules for zombies. That this movie, it's a comedy, right? You said so. It's a little bit more lax on it that I would have preferred. Maybe just a little more tightness on things. Like, for example, it's too easy to kill them in this movie, or at least it seems like kill them. Like they hit him in the head, but it's like not even that hard of a hit. It's like a very like a tap almost. Like usually you have to like stab them through the brain,
Sure.
or smash their head like to bits. Like a couple times they do that.
Yeah.
But some of the times, like when they're going to the crowd or something, it's a quick like.
I think it
Cricket bat or-
it stuns them. It doesn't kill them and immobilize them for sure. But I agree that like in more the general sense, the whole slow moving zombies is one thing. Like The Walking Dead, at least like they are walking. This is like a crawl. So I'm like, how can you not survive in this of just
Yes.
like walk around? Like I can do a brisk walk and get away from you.
Also, bring me to that next point. In The Walking Dead, they actually have an episode where they do walk among the walkers, but you can't just walk as a human and pretend. You have to. Well,
They slopped a bunch
you
of
have to
dead
put guts
body,
on
yeah.
them and smell like, because zombies
Yeah.
like it's a biological thing. They can
Sure.
smell your scent, so you can't just. Again, it's a comedy, so I understand they're going for more of a funny thing, but I don't think it would necessarily work. Oh shit.
And Mac Jones.
I think that they would have been donezo. They've been eaten, especially all. There was a good amount around them on the pub, at the pub.
Yeah.
They probably would have been smothered and eaten. Like they kind of just like you said, they kind of stop and don't move.
That's the
at
the
times.
comedic part of it. You know.
And this was a big one for me. The unwillingness to kill people once they're bitten and they're going to turn.
Right.
You know they're going to.
David was right about that. He's like, hypocrisy.
Yeah,
right here.
like they got all mad at this David guy, who's actually in this case right.
He was.
I hated him, but I was with him. Like, kill, and they've already seen the stepfather Philip turn, so they know it can be like that. It took him like 10 seconds to turn.
Right.
So like, I get his emotional. It's his mom, but at the same time, she's gonna turn. Like you have to kill her. I don't know.
Sure.
I have quick 2 items. The Winchester, horrible place to lock down. It does have any good exit routes, and there's a bunch of glass windows, so dumb.
Another thing to add on to that, breaking the window initially to get in
Yep,
already
dumb.
compromises your shelter.
position, yeah.
They didn't really look like they fortified the window.
Yeah, they're
They
all
just
just
put
chilling
shit
in
in
there.
front of it.
Like
yeah.
you should have boarded it up or something.
And I guess, like, with all this
Yeah.
going on, everyone was like, I feel bad for the mom, obviously getting bit, but it's like your willingness to survive. She's like trying to be proper and like gentlemanly or, very womanly and
ladylike,
like
yeah.
neighborly. It's like, no.
Yeah,
No, at that point, no, it's all out the window.
Yeah, I also throw on there like they're jumping over fences. Like the mom's not gonna be able
No.
to do any of that.
Also, Nick Frost's character getting bit, he got mauled, and then he comes in the basement with them. Now, granted, they got out of the basement, but if you were stuck in there with him, he's gonna turn and he's gonna eat.
Yeah,
you.
I think they
Well,
have
they gave him the gun with 2
I think
bullets.
they have the next. They were already contemplating like going out
again.
on that,
Like
but-
what? I know that The Walking Dead had not been out at this point, and this is like one of the earlier zombies.
Sure.
But there's obviously, like you said, Night of the Living Dead and all that stuff. So people know about zombies. Like
Yeah.
once you're bit, that's it. Unless you're able to amputate their arm or something like
Like
that, an
right away,
extremity, it
yeah.
has to be like that.
Yeah, this is a very slow moving in all facets of it type of disease there. I'd also just put like Ed is a goddamn liability,
Oh,
like
big
all
time.
the
Absolute
time.
liability.
At a certain point, like I don't care. I'll be like, hey man, I gotta leave. I don't care how good a friends are. I'm leaving you behind. I gotta survive here.
Smashes the red car, which was still viable. You could have had 2 cars.
Well, also like they're in the thing with Philip who turned, and he's just staring at them while they're strapped in the.
Hit
and
the
he's-
child
and he's
lock on. The child
And
lock
he's
on.
driving like an absolute lunatic and like going out of his way to hit
Well, I
people.
get that. When you got a Jag, man, fucking tear it up, baby.
Yeah. And then he takes the phone when they're trying to get into the bar and they're all around
Yeah.
them. Like, zombies are gonna eat you. They don't give a shit.
Yeah,
They
were.
don't-
You guys were in a 0-win situation. David, honestly, breaking the window might have given them another couple.
And again,
minutes,
maybe
but-
I'm looking at it a little harsher because I'm a big Walking Dead guy. So
Yeah.
it's like I've already seen these situations.
Sure.
But
what about David's girl running after him? It was like that was suicide too.
Oh yeah, when he's getting his
Yeah.
guts are being eaten out of his.
which
he's dead.
is way like
That was way too much.
It doesn't track with the zombie thing where like you get bit, you turn into a zombie. He just got ripped apart. His legs came off, his arms came off.
There's
That's the comedy
there's
part.
there's examples of both usually. Either they completely eat you to shreds, or you get bitten and you turn. It
Sure.
can be either way.
I got you.
I've seen examples of like in the show of both happening. It just kind of depends on. Honestly, you're better off not getting eaten
Yeah.
alive. You're better off turning because that is so, like you said, so brutal. Getting his guts.
I guess for my last picking it, if I had any love from a friend, if you guys ever went zombie, I'm sending you to Jesus. I'm not keeping you around as a pet.
Yes.
As you should.
That was the only thing I like.
I don't have any other picking this, but I keep this in the others. Ed's shirt says "I got wood" on it.
That
the
was
whole
funny.
movie.
That was
I
hilarious.
just like that. I was like,
What-
yeah, that's a nice little.
What did you guys think? Did you like the ending with that life is now that zombies are just part of life essentially?
No, I didn't like that incorporation.
I don't know
where
if I liked that complete. I thought it was interesting, but I didn't know if I liked it.
the
I
comedic
don't-
part of it, me liked
but
it.
but it is part of a comedy, so I was kind of like, okay, I see where they're where they're going with it.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, like they took care of the apocalypse real quick, and everything is normal.
Everything's copacetic, which you guys are like, we
but didn't some
after
time
that.
pass? Isn't that kind of like implied?
To have them in like a challenge game, whatever the fuck, most extreme MXC challenge game. I'm like, that's kind of funny.
And there was like a Make-A-Wish thing almost with the zombie, wasn't there something like that? We saw.
Well, the one
or the girl's like,
I'm still in love with my husband.
Right.
It's like she's still my husband.
Yes.
It's like, oh, okay, that's weird. I agree. I think I kind of discounted it as like, it's a comedy thing.
Right,
They're making fun of
it is a comedy. So I took that into
you wouldn't be like, hey, we're gonna eradicate which would probably be the most logical.
I'm just saying, if this happened in America, problem solved, baby. Problem solved quickly.
Yeah, I think that also plays into the general narrative of the British apocalypse, is that there's not guns aplenty all over the place, so it's a little bit harder.
Yeah. And I realize the point of the movie is not to be a
Sure.
zombie movie, more of a comedy that has zombies in it. So, but as a zombie lover, I just want to point those little things
I got you.
out.
You're a zombie lover. We
Yeah.
get it. You like zombies. So I'm good to wrap this one up now. Let's go with a stream it, own it, skip it. Start. Obviously own it. So own it. This one is going to be for me. I'm going to go 9-2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm a big British comedy fan for a lot of things, TV shows and movies for sure. So that is definitely one part that I'm loving it, and then I'm just, again, this is one in the rotation for sure that I go back to, and then also Edgar Wright's also works as well. Like, I'm just all in that universe for sure. What do you got, Ryan?
I'm going to go with the stream. I don't know if I'd want to own it. I mean, I wouldn't be mad to own it, but like, I'd probably only get it if it was like on sale or something. I wouldn't seek it out necessarily. Sure. So it'd be a stream for me. Definitely a worthy watch, especially if you like zombie stuff and British humor or just humor
Right, you gotta have that.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with a solid, just a flat 8.0. I think it was right there. It was good. Some of the picky nits maybe brought down a little for me, but again, I know it's a comedy, so I took that in the account. But overall, I was entertained by it. The jokes were funny, and I think honestly my score would go up if I watch it again. If I get to know the dialogue more and the jokes more, I think that'll increase my love for it. This is the first time watching it, so I think out of the gate, an 8 out of 10 is pretty good. So I'm going with 8 flat.
For me, stream it. I like that there was some ongoing, humor, ongoing, bits that they were, chopping at. Yep. But there was, I think, a lot that was missed. Like, even if it was 5 or 10 more minutes, like Yvonne, like kind of going into her character a little bit.
Could have been, yeah.
And just, like I said, I think they're just the continuity. Now, keep in mind, I know it's a comedy, and I have to write that off to some extent, but I put it in as 7-8. I think it's a funny movie. I think it's something to catch. But if you only got half of the movie and you saw it like on the weekend or like, all right, big deal.
I got you.
Yep.
All good.
Oh yeah. All right. So I'm gonna start.
We're in Halloween mode.
We're in Halloween mode,
theme.
spooky season.
Yeah.
So I am going to go with. I'm gonna go with a more traditional horror movie just to do it because I think. When I pick, I think if it comes back again, it'll still be October, so I might just do another one anyway.
Okay.
I'm going to go with my first one. I'm going to go with Oculus.
Oh, I've actually seen that one.
This is a Mike Flanagan directed movie. I think it's one of the underrated horror movies. It's very good, I think. So I don't know. You said you've seen it.
I have seen it.
I have seen it. Yep.
All right, cool. I'm going with Oculus.
Let's do it. Any final words from the pod?
Well, I was just going to say, there is one particular movie in mind that I'm going to save for my next time around that'll kind of also, it could be considered part of this, but isn't necessary. I could pick it also
it's in the queue.
Any other time.
All right.
So that's why I picked Oculus first. So
I'm surprised Oculus, but okay.
Yeah.
It's an interesting choice.
It's more of a traditional,
We'll get to review it soon here, but we'll have all those comments.
We appreciate all you guys who stuck around this long.
Thank you.
Leave us subscribe, comment.
It's one of our shorter ones for sure. But let's wrap this one up. Part 2 done in the books. I mean, Rams just fucking.
They're coming back to life a little bit.
They took a big bag of shit on Thursday night. So with this one, I'm not expecting a whole lot, but I think Matt Stafford will get those 28 points if he just keeps throwing.
And
this
that's
fucking
not
ball.
his fumble.
There is lots of time.
No,
Lots
but
of
I just
time.
want this to be certain. It wasn't his fumble. It hit Corm right in the hands. It
Right.
should not be discounted to Stafford. Thank
But
you.
it probably will there. Okay, Bobby.
All right. Thank you.
All right. No, you're not welcome. So, Journeymen Lounge podcast will return next week, and we'll get a Kyron touchdown, Kyron Williams
No,
touchdown
let's
coming
let
up
have
right
Stafford
now.
walk it in. All right.
So, all right, guys. Peace out. Latest on the Menjay, and Ryan, your shirt is apropos right
Yeah,
now.
there it
we go.
is.
That really sucks for you, but it's
Excellent
hilarious.
trading
It is
by me and-
hilarious for
I'm gonna get Bobby a collusion trade shirt.
Alrighty.
yeah. A little bit of drama in the league. If I'm
Not
being
my
honest.
problem.
All right, guys. Peace out.